When it comes to movies, TV shows, games, I hate space battles. Star Wars, Star Trek Again, Mass Effect, Stellaris, and I'm sure within 20 more years or so, Star Citizen will be one of those contenders out there on why I hate space battles. Now, why do I hate space battles? Is it because it's too flashy? Does it not look cool? No, actually, none of those things. Actually, those space battles are pretty freaking sick if you ask me. Seeing lasers and explosions and massive ships blowing up is always cool. Unless you're the guy that is on the receiving end of it, of course. The problem I have with space battles, especially massive space battles, is, get this, spacing. Every space battle, there is always 100 capital ships, 20 super heavy ships, 1,000 little ships fighting together, and every scene, every game, every show, every TV show, every movie, they are just way too close to each other, and it drives me nuts. Like, did you know that space is really big? And I'm not alone on this subject. Venom Geek Media 98 even understands this.
Then let's consider this. Space is big. Like, really, really, really big. Like, even the solar system is massive. I said this before, but I'll say it again. The solar system is not just 8 planets. It's huge. It's vast. And it's not just that the distances are vast. There's so much stuff in here that we don't even know how much stuff is in here. Like, that's how big space is. It's big.
So, if space is ludicrously massive, and it's big, why are we flying in tight formations? Why are we not spread out? Why are our capital ships less than 500 meters apart? Why are my fighters in a tight group like they're in the Blue Angels? You have all this space, yet everything's bunched up like it's the 1700s. Like, for example, in Star Trek Deep Space Nine, there's a massive space battle that's about to start. But here, in this one frame, we can see 4 galaxy classes. Now you may think, oh, it's just a big ship. Wrong. It's a stupidly massive ship. The ship clocks out at 650 meters length. That's almost equivalent to the Star Destroyer in Star Wars. Now, why are they bunched up so close to each other? I honestly have no idea. Someone was saying, oh, it's only like 400 meters apart, 400 meters away, 200 meters away. That's plenty of wiggle room. Wrong. There are too many things that can go very wrong. Let's start with the obvious. Having 2 massive ships very close to each other can cause them to crash into each other, which is very not good. If someone makes a very bad calculation and the ship is flying too fast or too slow, you can run a collision course, like in this movie here. That is too close for comfort. That is probably less than 100, 200 meters away. And let's say someone is using a kinetic weapon, a physical object, no lasers, no beams, just one massive round coming at you at 2,000 miles per hour. In that formation, you can't really dodge. You're just gonna have to eat it. And if you're lucky to somehow dodge it, guess what? That round is still flying forever. And will go in that direction forever. And guess what? In that formation, it may accidentally hit someone else by accident. And if you disable a ship, but it still has its engines, but no weapons, it's going to set up for ramming speed. Now, another thing. This is the future. We have the power of weapons to defend ourselves and attack others. Yet they do close engagements, like it's the 1700s, doing actual broadside firing. Now, I do not understand why, but throughout human history, it's been repeated time again and again and again, that when we try to attack something or someone, we try to keep ourselves far away from them as far as possible. In the beginning of time, we used rocks, and then we started using spears, then we used bows, then we used crossbows, then we used guns, bigger guns, artillery guns, battleship guns, missiles, ICBMs. The point is, the engagements happen farther and farther away as time goes on. These ships should be pre-firing a grid with saturated fire far away. If they miss, oh well, it's not like the capital ship only has one shot. And honestly, these engagements should be happening 30 miles apart, 40 miles apart, 50 miles apart. You know what an acceptable engagement range is? Here to the moon. And you know how far away the moon is? This far. And if you think that is just simply too far away for engagement, let me tell you, we have missiles that could probably fly all the way to Mars and hit something within a mile radius. Another thing that bothers me in shows, TV shows, and games is that there's too many ships on screen. Sometimes it can be a very good thing if done correctly. 90% of the time it's not. Now, what I mean by that, most of the time when it comes to these battles and engagements, it tends to be thousands of ships, hundreds of big ships fighting all each other, and it just ends up being one massive CGI mess. Some shows and some games do it just right, where it's just a few ships fighting each other to tell a story. And for most of the TV shows and games out there and movies, that's all you need. You do not need a intergalactic battle, massive ships fighting each other, 1,000 corvettes swarming each other. You don't need all that to tell a story. I can rant like this for hours. This is just a quick vent. If you want to hear me rant for a longer period, please let me know. Like, I'll go grab a bottle of Tylenol, I'll chug that all down, and you can hear my autism come out and just rant about it. Until next time.